Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes. Change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'm sooner by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't hold me down. Unlimited, my future is unlimited, and I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy, true, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the live stream. Viva la sugar crits! So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Sugar Crits, and a lot of you may know her. A lot of you may talk to her in DMs. She's a pocket-sized little hate lesbian, little ninja assassin. She will kick your ass and fuck your shit up. But she's also a great friend, too. And I first met Crits about 2 years ago. And she messaged me to tell me she liked my style. because this was the early days of the defund Connie movement, and we were just starting to get started with that. But yeah, that was the bottom line. She liked my style. She liked the way I managed to trigger the little ferret weasel. And she's learned a lot because look who has had her name in their mouth constantly lately. He is straight up triggered. This little mama honestly believes Critz is paying all these people, including Manda. But he has Sugar Critz on the brain. Swear to God. I swear to God. You're a wicked scared of all these gals. You're not scared of me. Come on, Willie. You called me the church lady. Well, well, well. Somebody is vocalizing. It's as if they know. They know. They know he is ready for he's ready for his close up. What is this? What is this? It's over. Come on. Come on, baby. Aw, he caught it. Let's point this camera down so you can see Kitty. All right. Come here. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come here, baby. Come on, baby. Large boy. Aw. Such a good trained boy. Come here. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on, sweet boy. He says, come on, I'm tired of jumping. He batted it out of my hand. He's getting bored with it. He says, I'm done performing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Are you purring? Huh? Are you purring? Glow little towers, glimmer, glimmer. Now watch, he'll be walking over here to meow at me in just a minute, thinking it's his din din time. That was a snack. That was an appetizer. So, welcome to the chat, everybody. Looks like Rebel. Rumor has it, well, it's not really a rumor. I have it directly on good authority from Sugar Crits herself that Rebel rage quit Shelly's server today because Shelly would not boot out Sugar Crits. And now we're going to welcome everybody in the chat. Savvy Bear, big props to Sugar Crits. And there is the lady of the hour herself. Hey, Joe Samuel, we love crits. We sure do. Hazel says shout out to Sugar Crits. KT says, hey, peeps. Yay, we're here. Hey, Beth Meadows. Everything is funded by Sugar Crits Incorporated. Long live Sugar Crits. Well, I'm from Texas, so I'm going to say Viva la Sugar Crits. Hey, Hobo Ralph. An official Spit Cup raid. Thank you very much, Jamie. What's up, Darlene McGee? How are you? Hey, John Clark. You jammed to Defying Gravity? Hey, Don. Welcome. Let's see, who else do we have? Yeah. My approach is always stone-faced truth. That's my approach with him. Welcome, Dave Peterson. Yep, even Tobers has a job. Catching treats on camera for you folks. Entertainment. Welcome, STL. Tobers for president of all of YouTube communities. Well, I don't know about all of the communities, but he's our president here, I would think. Hey, Creel, welcome to the chat. Hey there, Critical Thinking Cat. Greetings from across the pond. Panic mode. Well, see, I don't know. I wonder, did his mother get a double check this month? Because here it is, the 18th of November, and he has not yet been in feral mode. Just a thought. I mean, if his mother got a double check, oh my God, they are fucked. Connie reminds me of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You know, the little pitiful skeletal Christmas tree with the one hanging ball practically touching the ground because it's too heavy for the teeny tiny um, teeny tiny branch. Connie reminds me of that tree. Pathetic, pitiful, sparse. And if he would just put a little love and effort and work into himself, he could be so much more. But something is cracked in his head, or his mother cracked that thing in his head that makes people want to do for themselves and have instinct and survival skills. Something is cracked. Whether it's congenital or environmental or both, I'm not quite sure. But here's the thing about cracked things, Rebel. As an adult, you got to take responsibility for your cracks and try to patch yourself together. And when you do patch yourself together, you can become a work of art. The Japanese call it kintsugi. Because I too was cracked. I too made excuses for myself. I too wallowed in my self pity, particularly over the death of my mother and the loss of emotional support that her death left in its wake. You would have thought nobody on the planet had ever buried their mom before. That's why I understand you, kid. That's why I understand you and how you tick. But as I eventually started to do with myself regarding my mother, I still do from time to time regarding my spouse, remind myself that women have lost their husbands before. That my loss isn't unique. It's only unique to me. Because sometimes when things are hard, I just want to I just want somebody here to give me a hug and hold me the way my husband used to, and he's not here anymore to do it. And I feel pretty fucking sorry for myself, you know? My anniversary is a week from today. We will have another Variations in Breathing next Monday. I figure the best way I can celebrate my husband is talking about him and our early days together. If he ever if he ever got to the point where he accepted what he would have to do, if he ever got to that point, Sugar Creds, his state of mind would improve. Because part of my biggest problem all those years ago was my desire to rail against reality and what it had dished up at me. And see, Rebel, when I put myself back together, slowly, day by day, piece by piece, crawl, walk, run style, I became a work of art. More interesting for the cracks that have been patched, and stronger because of the material used to patch them up. And that was being pretty much merciless with myself. You'll never understand what kind of a wreck of a person I crawled my way back up from. And it wasn't just any one thing, it was a whole lot of things. But the capper had to be opening 2017, seeing my daughter through a miscarriage in her second trimester. And then quickly followed by her first word salad episode. And I realized that all she and I had been through together, and we were still coming down to that. And I wondered what it was all for. But sometimes, when hope is lost, other doors open. Once that word salad episode happened, doctors immediately became more willing to prescribe my daughter the medication that she needed to treat her illness, the medication we had been desperately lobbying for. And once that happened, that was when the miracle happened. And it happened when we thought all hope was lost. Later that year, she got pregnant with my granddaughter, and she was born beautiful, healthy, and strong. But it was hard in those days for me to accept those difficult truths. It was very hard for me indeed. But once I did, my state of mind improved. And once you learn to accept one difficult truth, Connie, other difficult truths will follow. And each one gets a little easier to swallow. I'm not saying it gets easy to swallow, but the first time out is definitely the hardest. So let's go back up and see what we have in chat. Just my usual Broadway intro. Hey, crazy dingo. Even if it were just 20 hours a week, even if it were just 15 hours a week, I think if he ever got used to getting money from something for just 15 hours a week and took a little pride in it, he'd want to do more. He wouldn't have to bite off a 40-hour chunk all at once. Never thought he should. I never thought he could. Yeah, there are things that he could do. Definitely. That's a seasonal job. It wouldn't require a big commitment from him for a long period of time, but it would be something that he could do. You know, it's almost like I had an injury on a psychic level, Hobo Ralph, after all of that, just my mom's death and everything that followed. And it took a few years for all of that to heal. So, are we going to have boots on the ground again, Willie? Let's see. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. So, in honor of Sugar Crits Appreciation Day, we're going to play uh, this little snippet. This one particularly irked me. All right. We got Hobo Ralph.
Oh Lord. I gotta mute. What the hell am I doing? Oh, that's muted. All right. Yeah, I didn't want to have you up here with dead air. Dead air. And yeah, absolutely. I'm not one. You helped me out a lot, by the way, with your words, in a healing kind of way. And I have a wicked hard time paying attention. I told Jamie earlier, cognitively, because I'm approaching 70, and I've worked this whole meat sack and everything that's enclosed in it. I've worked it way too hard. I've worked too hard, played too hard, et cetera, et cetera. I got some cognitive issues where if I'm trying to read chat and type to people, I can't even pay attention to what's going on through the ears, and vice versa. So everybody know that. But yeah, I've had numerous, sort of kind of debilitating situations and experiences, and you just got to keep on plugging through and keep on plugging through and keep on plugging through. And I ain't gonna lie, I've had days and because I don't work anymore, I've had days and weeks and months of, laying in the fetal position, and then you just got to clap your hands together and say, all right, time to get back up again. And sometimes the universe does it for you. Like yesterday, I had to get off my ass. I had to get showered. I had to get Meme together. Remember the little black cat that I had crawling in front of the laptop on the floor? He got a new family yesterday up around Boston, and they all love each other.
You didn't tell him his name was Meme, did you?
No. That's his YouTube name. He's got a government name, but
okay.
Yeah. It's like Rogue. Rogue, that's her YouTube name. She's got a government name. Government. And government, by the way, is spelled Gummint. Government.
Well, I'm afraid.
Huh? Joe Cool.
Hey, Joe Cool.
Joe Cool. Jamie replayed the Rebel stream from the Sergeant Lawless. Tonic saved it the other day, and we were laughing our asses off because you kept calling Ellie, Connie's mom. Ellie, I want to talk to you. And then Jamie called her Helen for about a year or two or three. So it's just hysterical. She's got more names than I do. Baby. Good to see you, Mr. Cool.
Hey, Joe Cool. I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think the last time I saw him, he stuck his head in the shit show about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks ago. Yep. Or as they say down around your way, Liz,
But yeah.
Too funny.
Well,
yeah, we just keep on plugging. Isn't that right, Mr. Tony Tucci? Speaking of government names, we just
welcome to the panel.
Keep on plugging. Yes. We laid out the red carpet. Did you notice on your way in?
Yes, that was lovely.
You know who has one of the coolest intros on the planet? Is the Adam Carolla show. That guy that does the voice, the guy that does the, like the Don Pardo back in the Saturday Night Live days, that does the intro, and he does it live every show. Welcome to the Adam Carolla show, and today and he just makes up our I'm sure he writes it all down beforehand, but it's amazing. Quite amazing. There's old Glory up there with the
No, I noticed it's not upside down like silver diamonds. Did you vote?
No, I had it like that for like 3 decades. I gave up. I caved. Mine was upside down all throughout the 80s, 90s, and 2000, and I caved. Sorry, Silver. I tried, but you'll do the same thing 3 decades from now when you and I are both, well you'll be 10,090 years old and I'll be 90 years old. 95, 6 or 7. Yeah. I had it in the distress signal for decades and nobody answered. Hang on.
So I wonder if this little video here is what Mike Judge was thinking of when he wrote the script for Idiocracy.
Because everything comes at a cost, for sure. And I just don't think like if there's still homeless people out there suffering out there the same way they were since the early 80s, 70s and shit, like we still haven't seen an advance into helping people who suffer. Like, how the fuck are we gonna say that we're really advancing if like those people are still suffering the same way they've been suffering since, you know, mid 70s? It's just like I don't see how advanced we really are just because there's a nice Tesla driving down the road that's still shit, that's still not even, you know, cleaned up and paved right. You know, it's just everything's just falling apart, but yet we're building infrastructure for rich folks, but yet, you know, there's still people out here suffering. It's just I don't really see how it's going to benefit in a whole for the people that just want to survive. It's great for the people who can like keep up with it and afford it, but I think that it's going to definitely get harder and harder for people to like afford shit. Like it's becoming a luxury for people to go to TGI Fridays now. Like that never, like back in the day, like, you know, we used to always go out and eat, you know, it's like wasn't a big deal, you know, but nowadays it's like it's like an arm and a
When
leg
Granny used to pay.
just going to like eat out with your family and shit. Like, you know, this is stuff people used to always do. Now only like the higher upper middle class are going out to eat, you know. Only now people like only people who have like money are gonna waste it and play. Like most people don't even go to McDonald's anymore just because it's so hard to keep up with just any, like, unless that's all you're eating and that's the only thing you can afford. But I mean, it's like, you know, people are gonna go broke just like eating at McDonald's though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just the things are bad.
Can I interject for a moment?
Economy is getting really fucked. I used to be able to go to Dunkin' Donuts and like be able to get a coffee and shit. Like now it's like what, $5 for a medium, like iced coffee or some shit if you want like an espresso shot. Like back when, like just 5 years ago, I could buy that for like $3, like maybe like a little extra because I got an espresso shot or some shit. But like it's nowadays, like it's like what, $5 fucking? Are you fucking kidding me? Like that's not, like it's a big difference in price, you know, and that shit's definitely gonna fuck the economy up for sure. Just little things like that. People don't notice at first, but it's like you're gonna start noticing for sure.
Can I make a comment?
I just don't want you just don't want to what, Susan M, be the better live streamer than me because you want to be the best
What's
at
that?
everything and you want to outdo me in everything and you got a supposed bigger dick than me.
I call plagiarism. This whole diatribe of his sounds like it was stolen by a, sophomore community college student, right from like the Boston Globe or the Boston Herald or right out of the news, stolen and then changed up a little bit. All the stuff he's saying is right out of Main Street media, like stolen plagiarism. And hey, there's no crime, there's no penalty to stealing it, and And hell yeah, Silver Diamond's got an even bigger Digger Bick than Connie. Yeah. I said that right? Digger Bick.
That would be funny, man. Like have like a little restaurant called Digger Dicks.
Yeah, Digger Bicks. They have bunghole liquors, BUNGHOLE. And if anybody up in Peabody, Mass, originally it was in Salem. So can I do a quick little 60 to 120-second history?
Okay.
Everybody's familiar with drums, right? Now they're metal drums, but they used to be wooden drums. And in the top, the little opening, and even to this day, the opening on the top of a drum is called a bung, a B-U-N-G. And one side, it's got a 2-inch cap in it, and the other side, it's got a smaller 3/4-inch cap. And I worked with them my whole life. But back in the day, there were wooden caps, but they were still called bungs. And there was a funeral home. And in the basement of the funeral home during Prohibition, they made whiskey, and they smuggled whiskey in. And so what they used to say was, hey, I'll meet you for a bung. And that was code for I'll meet you down at the whiskey drums. And so when Prohibition ended, they said, we need to open up, the hell with the funeral home, the hell with all the dead bodies and the embalming and all that. We need to open up a liquor store. And it was a to-be ordained minister that said, we should call it the bunghole. We should call the liquor store the bunghole. And they're coming up on 100 years in existence. And they sell merch.
Wow.
Look at up bunghole liquors. It's hysterical. But yeah, that whole diatribe he just did, that was stolen, plagiarized. What's the word when you destroy it and rip it all apart and then try and put it back together again? I don't know those educated words. But that's what happened there. Meet you for a bung. That's what Ellen says to Connie before he tosses her. Hi, Jess Mel. Once again, Jess Mel's part of the Spit Cup raid. She's just running a little late. Jess Mel had to stop by the bung and grab a sip or two. You know, I am absolutely blind. I may drop out at any point in time because guess what I'm doing for the first time ever in my life? I am approaching 24 hours of being on YouTube. Now, 24 plus, and about 34 hours of being awake. Yeah. Wow. What time did you start your live last night, Mr. Tony Tucci? Around 7:30?
Something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a psycho. And hey, insomnia. I'm team insomnia. Sometimes it happens. But I'll be and just Mel has beaver mowers. There you go. That's it. Beautiful thing. So yeah, I can barely read. And I just went and got my eyes checked, but I have to go pick up the glasses, so there ain't no fixing it tonight. Matty LSX, my favorite Weymouth boy. Go Wildcats. That's right. You know what they were before they were the Wildcats? They were the Maroons. That's an original name for a team, huh? The Maroons.
What color did they wear?
There was some maroon and gold, right, Maddie? They've always been maroon and gold, right? All the varsity teams have always been maroon and gold. That's right. Daria. Hey, I'm fucking snapped, all right? Watch this, Daria. I'm going to stop my cam, and look what I got back. I got back my foster pup Rogue, thick, sad puppy avatar. I found it, but only because I'm on the laptop. But I gotta be able to put it on the phone. But that's cool. I know that's making Daria happy right now. She's going, "Aw." Okay, I'll shut up now. You can continue, and I'll just be some window dressing.
Hey to everybody in the chat. We've got Maddie LSX, and Aja. Welcome. We got Daria. Welcome to the chat. Just Me. Thanks for coming by. And Resolution.
I do, Maddie. And before Weymouth, and before they split it up into 2 high schools. It was Brockton, and then before that, I think it was Walpole and Quincy and Westwood and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, that's good. Mr. STL had a great dinner. That's a beautiful thing. Hi, Kirsten, super duper freak. You got a gang piling on in here.
Hey, Kristen.
I'll be damned. Where's your co-host Hossel?
Hey, Jessica S. Welcome.
Where is that gal?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the future is looking grim for folk because it's like, unless people have money, I don't see how people are going to be able to keep up. Before there was like kind of like almost a chance for people out there who didn't have money and shit and stuff, but it's like now it's definitely becoming harder. Because I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, there might be people out there who can like get good jobs like Lauren De Laguna and totally like thrive. But it's like, even she's probably dealing with financial issues too. Like even someone like her, and she still has to like be like concerned with the bills and shit. It's like, that's great, Susan. I'm glad your dad is wealthy. You're lucky. Not all of us are fortunate enough to have rich families. You know, being poor sucks. I mean, it's not an experience that you'd want to deal with, trust me. You know, yeah, no, being poor is tough, especially when you're a kid growing up poor. Like that whole welfare life is not fun. People like try to say like that's like free benefits and how it's like easy for people. It's just like that shit is.
Fuck you, you little spoiled brat. You were spoiled by your grandma. She sent you to Greece, you little motherfucker. Holy shit.
You know what's not
easy?
You know what's not fun? He said the whole welfare life isn't any fun. You know what's not fun? What I live, it's the whole welfare life without any welfare benefits. Same for you, Tony, right? Same thing. I got thrown off of because I made $22 too much. I got thrown out of food stamps, EBT. I got thrown out of government oil. I got thrown out of everything. And I'm a senior citizen. I made $1.9 million in my 40 years of working. And I just got to fend for myself. I was telling, who was I telling? I was telling Jamie and Andrew and a few other people today when Jamie first started his live that I only have enough money to live another 6 or 7, 8, 9 years. So, told the big man upstairs, put me on the list. That's what's not fun. But you know what I do? I do have insomnia, but I don't lose sleep over it. Because if there was one thing my madre, Peg of my heart, taught me was don't lose sleep over something that's out of your control. So I just keep on smiling, keep on laughing, and keep on trudging. But that's what really is tough, doing the welfare gig without any welfare benefits.
Yeah.
Wicked hard. Yep. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, Constantina Costa. Karma finds everyone. I hope so. I hope 20.
Going up like that. I mean, I'm still feeling like the effects from it.
Right,
Blues. I'm an adult and I'm still feeling, the effects from having to survive.
Did that just end abruptly?
Yes.
Yeah, Creole. I remember you said that. You get $1 too much. Yeah. And I don't know if you're working or not, Creole, but you could turn around and say, "Oh, I'm going to make less. I'm going to quit my job and not do nothing, and then I'll get the benefits." But see how that's working out for somebody right there on that shit. And I'm looking for the first time since 2015, trying to find some work just so I can, And yes, you're absolutely right. I got my guilty pleasure. Yep, I got my guilty pleasure. But like I said, I got enough to survive 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 years. That's right. You're absolutely right. Richard Cheese gets everything for free and still cries. And what did I see up above? Somebody wrote, yeah, Blues too wrote. So according to Connie, doing nothing all day with all expenses paid is a rough life. Yeah, I never got to go to Greece. Everybody in my family, parents and 3 older siblings, all went to Ireland. Not this kid. This kid never went to Ireland. I mean, I got to go to Mexico once. I went to Bermuda once. I went to the Caribbean a couple times. And I went to Aruba, Bahamas. Oh, the pretty mama. Oh, yeah. So you can't do anything about it. You can't decrease Creole. Same as me. We can't change our income. It is what it is. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I had a highfalutin life for a while, and now I don't anymore. And you know what? I like this life better than the I call it the Stepford life. That's what I was sort of kind of yeah, same. Well, I tend to call it Creole. I tend to recall it I'm retarded and happy. So I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, when I was doing the rat race, trying to keep up the big house and everything, it was just, oh, so much stress.
Yeah, and I got like thrown out of that life and everything taken away, and not right away. It took numerous divorces and many, many decades for it all to slowly slip and sink downhill. And it was gradual, which is a lot better than a sharp drop off. But at the end of the day, I'm fine. I got 2 acres here, and you know what I did with 2 acres of plush lawn? Somewhere around 2012, 13, 14, 15. I gave it all back to Mother Nature. I said, here you go. I mean, I still cut it. I still get on the tractor and cut it, but there's not any pesticides or grass or anything. You should see the wildflowers and the bees that are on my property. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. And, like Brett said, if Ellen goes into a home, Connie's going to be wicked screwed because they don't have unisex shelters or homes or what have you.
And that's what bothers people the most is that people work hard so these 2 little fuckers can be fucking leeches.
I'm sorry, but look at Blue's comment. It made me laugh out loud. And it made John Clark laugh out loud too.
I mean, people
ew. Blues too. I'm going to call you David. And I'm going to say, ew, David.
People like Blues, they work for a living. So these 2 can be lazy bums.
Right. And I worked 40 years nonstop for a living. And I was a schmuck that was stuck in salary positions for the majority of that. Oh, but I got to work 60, 70, 80, 90-hour weeks at a salary position. Well, all my coworkers were getting hourly rates and double time and triple time and hazard pay and this and that and the other thing.
No.
And I was a, management schmuck. And but I ain't complaining. I ain't crying. It's just, hey, you deal the cards you dealt,
Minutes.
You deal the cards you dealt. Mr. Tucci, you're awful quiet this evening. You're still trying to recover from your 3 days of being awake and not eating?
I just went downstairs to get the bird.
There you go.
The place that I took it to get looked at, and the guy that if I can make 200.
Let's see. This is called car grift.
Okay, so I thought about that. And I'm like, wait a minute, $80? Like, that's retarded, right? Because I have weed right now. And so, like, if I can make $250, that's surely enough to fix my car. And I would totally use it to, like, see. My issue is I didn't take it to the right place, I don't think. The place that I took it to get looked at, and the guy that said that it wouldn't get passed, I think he was just like one of those guys that has to say no matter what. But if I would have just went to the gas station and had that other guy check up on it and then do it or fix whatever, or maybe look at it, then I might have a chance to actually save the car for another year or some shit, or maybe a few. Because I don't even know. Like, I don't feel like it's worth just getting rid of. I don't. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I might give it another chance and try to, like, do that if I ever did get to the point where I could fix it. But that's like a long shot. That's why it's like, it's funny that people get pissed off that I put this up there, the 250, because in reality, it's like, it doesn't matter necessarily unless I actually got it. Like, unless that was actually in my pocket, or if it were mine in some sort of way, it's like, that's just irrelevant. That just is a banner with a number on it. You know, if anything, that's all it really is, you know. And, you know, honestly, I think that there's other people who've done a lot less for a lot more. Like, suck your dick. Hey, man, I got a cheeseburger, bro. I'll suck your.
Ew.
Hey, yo, I get better head than my girl, bro. Listen. The frame is broken, dickhead. Right? The frame is not the best. But, like, if this guy looks past that and doesn't look at the whole frame in a whole and just passes it based upon just the car issues at hand, then it totally can be fixed, I feel. Like, I don't think it's, like, unsalvageable. Like, that other guy, whatever, but fuck him. Like, I'm still fucking driving that shit. It's still fucking, like, the engine still runs. I just don't see how cars that look shittier, sound shittier, are able to drive on the fucking road still to this, like, day. I see motherfuckers driving fucking shit cars out there, but yet mine can't fucking pass inspection. That's fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. There's cars that are passed out there without even fucking headlights. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll be damned if I can't get my shit passed. I'm fucking pissed at this point because I feel like this fucking mechanic did that shit intentional, saying that shit just to fuck with my fucking head. Never going to that motherfucker again. Swear.
And rich as.
So the one problem, man, like, this is the biggest issue no matter what, when, like, sending my car in to get fixed, is like, I'm gonna need, like, enough weed to hold me off while the car's sitting in there getting fixed and shit. And that's, like, if that's, like, a thing, if that's even a thing. And that's been my biggest concern since, like, ever having to get this fucking car fixed.
Yeah.
Now, Liz, do you have state mandated vehicle inspections in Texas? Because I know, like, Florida does not.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do?
Yep.
And I don't know if they're similar to the way they are in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. They drastically changed them a few years ago. And now, number one, you have to be licensed and certified by the state in order to do a vehicle inspection. Number two, a camera connected to the either Commonwealth of Mass or state of Rhode Island automatically goes on the vehicle, and they have to do everything, dot the I's, cross the T's. I've had guys that gave me stickers for decades that, hey, man, this is the problem, and on and on and on and on. And now I just got a vehicle refused for a tiny little exhaust leak, which I could have thrown some mud and gunk in and glue and duct tape and put a hot glue gun to it, and I wouldn't have had a problem, but I had to change the muffler. And Yeah, and somebody wrote it in there. This is the reason that we have inspections now because, yeah, and there's no vehicles out there without headlights, and if they are, they're getting pulled over and they're not having
Well,
a.
I mean, it's because they run everything into the ground because they're diverting all of their money towards their shit.
Yeah,
And it's like they ran Granny's house into the ground. They've run that apartment into the ground.
yeah.
They ran that car into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes you have to run shit into the ground. You know, like me with my truck, I'm probably going to run it into the ground and hope it lasts. And it's my last vehicle that I have or buy. And every now and then, once a month or once every month and a half, I'll buy a couple of lottery tickets and hope something happens. You know, all I need is like 10 grand and I can get a replacement vehicle. So I don't need to win millions.
But yeah, we know that's what he was worried about. That was his main concern during it all. Having enough weed.
Taze called me a panel whore. Yes, guilty as charged. Yes, I am. Taze, I'm rounding out a 24-hour run here, and then I'm going to go away until like the 26th. And yeah, that's a good plan, right? The lottery always works, right? Connie taught me. Connie and Mom Squatch taught me that. Savvy, I said hello to you in Mr. Richard Cheese's chat. I said hello. I even tagged you. I did the @ So hi, Savvy Bear and Bella Cat. Meow, meow. Yes, Tobers has been missing. Haven't you heard him? He's been going meow, meow. No, STL, no. Oh, cool, Savvy. No, it won't. But you know what? We're commiserating, and commiserating loves company. So we're all keeping each other company. Thanks to you being here. You're part of the company, right? Isn't that how the saying goes? Commiserating loves company, right, Tony? Yeah. Commiserating loves company. This is no different. See, I grew up in a time where you'd walk into the local watering hole or a pub or a pub and grill or a dive bar, and you'd all sit around. And that's the problem with the internet. Enough people didn't sit around outside a bar that had a fire pit going in the backyard, and because you couldn't say all the stuff that you said because somebody would walk across the fire pit and punch you in the nose. And but this is just a newfangled version of it. We're all supposed to be sitting here like civil adults and humans. And by the way, speaking of civil, if I go to court and I'm doing my senior citizen freelance journalism, it's because I'm enthralled by news and government, and I like comedy. And I'm not going there to bust anybody's balls. I'm not going there to do anything other than have fun, a little bit of fun. Maybe throw a little lightness, a little laughter into the. Hey, every once in a while, Connie makes us laugh, right? You know, today he was making people laugh with his impersonation of Radar. I thought it was pretty poor, but I've heard him do better work. Every now and then, Connie makes us laugh. Maybe I can throw a little laughter into the day. So who knows? You know, that's all. Hi, Ace. Don't forget, it's Monday. And every day of the week, you got to give a smack 'em. Am I right? Ace has to smack Andrew. Smack Andrew. Tobus is like, shut up. Shut that guy up, Mom.
No, he's more like, feed me wet food. It's not time yet, baby.
Oh, that's right. My stalker has joined chat. Oh, well, you should be proud and you should be elated that your stalker has bestowed themselves upon you. I'm currently by somebody else. I'm known as stalker number 2. And I think I don't want to become stalker number 1. I just think by coincidences or just situations, I'm going to become stalker number 1. But I'm not going to take current stalker number 1's throne or crown. I'm going to let him keep all that stuff. I'm just going to be on paper only. Does that sound good, Tony? Does that sound like a good plan? I don't need any hardware or bling or.
Sounds well thought out.
Yeah. I'm a low rent. I'm a country boy. I don't need no. Yeah. Now I'll just call a piece of shit out. Yeah. And you know what? How many times has your husband, Andrew, said, I've been a piece of shit? How many times today have I said, I've been a piece of shit? Jamie said he's been a piece of shit. Isn't it evident, KT says, who stalker number one is? Let me give you a hint. Geographical to 6 Bayberry Drive, apartment 1, Sharon Greens, Sharon, Massachusetts. I'm geographical, but I'm dos. I am number 2, aka poop. Poop is number 2. Yep. It's not my place to say because I'm not naming any of the stalkers. I was named by somebody else. If you look in Connie's new revised intro, my first picture has Will A. Hobo Ralph across the top in big giant white letters. And then my second picture across my forehead, which I thought was nice because it breaks up the 7 head. Dutchie and I have the same 7. Dutchie's is a 7, mine's an 11, so it's a 7-11 head. So he broke it up in there, but it says stalker number 2 in big bold letters. And I'm the only one that's labeled stalker on the intro. And this is all new to me. I didn't become in the. I wasn't thrown in the intro until like the last 4 or 5 weeks. But I told him today in Andrew's chat where he was spurging. I said, dude, my stock has risen and it's gone up like 5,000% in the last 10 days, 10, 14 days. So a lot of people are like, they don't care about Connie's intro. I'm like, go, go, go. Because it's just my stock's been rising, I got on the payroll. I got the health plan from Sugar Crits. I'm doing side gigs for other people under the table. I'm wheeling and dealing. It's good work if you can get it, Oh, and it's all comedy and ha ha ha. Did you hear him today? Did you listen to Richard Cheese today when he was going ho 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 like he was Mickey Mouse? Pretty funny. Ellen is being stalked by ghosts. All right. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. What was she talking about, man? I couldn't make out every word.
Everybody was saying she just said she came off the wall. The twink is making her climb the walls. Didn't your parents ever say to you, you're making me climb the walls? Right? That's what I figured that out pretty quick. That was easily figured out. That's right. Holy shit. How many people work for Sugar Crits Amalgamated Incorporated? Holy good Jesus. Every day I meet a new coworker. But I think I'm on that pro bono plan or something because I was told checks were going to be coming and I keep getting honey, I love you and the checks in the mail, but I haven't seen no paper or nothing. I haven't gotten no direct deposit or nothing. So yuck, 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 yuck. All comedy, satire, and humor. Yeah, Sophia. She was hollering at Sophia. You know what I told Sophia today? I look at it the same way as I look at the government and I look at UFOs. I don't know. And I'm not going to lose over any sleep over I don't know. Is it an act? Is it all orchestrated? Is it a little bit of both? Is it some, Alzheimer's and this and that and the other thing? I don't know. But
well, according to UFOs, the other day, there's some things that are being said that leads me to really believe that the government is hiding it.
Yeah, and I don't really give a fuck unless the UFOs come down here. I mean, even if they come down and zap my house, I'm fully insured. And I'll turn around and just get an RV. I'll get an RV that you can drive, not a Rockstar bus, but the next size down. And fuck living in a brick and stick.
That would be cool, living in a bus like that, you know, where it has the
Yeah.
kitchen and everything?
Yes and no. I mean, yes and no. You know, changing the black water tanks and shit, that all sucks and everything. It's not like you have the creature comforts of home, but
No, I mean, like if you were rich and you didn't have to do all that shit, you know, just drive around, have a
oh
a
yeah, if
guy
you had
drive.
both, if you had a nice house, and an RV and you could go at your leisure, yeah, absolutely. But we're getting off track. And like Savvy says, I don't think Connie gave her meds lately. And that's a gamble. Because if you don't give Mom Scotch the meds, she's going to get taken away, and by the men in their funny white coats, they're coming to take me away, ha ha, ho, to the funny farm. And he's going to go, oh fuck, I fucked myself. I fucked myself. I sent my wingman away. He did some, what do they call it when friendly fire? Did some friendly fire. I love when cats go when they do that. Well, you fucking. I think that's funny as fuck.
He's saying he's getting hangry.
Oh, Meme was screaming at me the whole way up to Boston. What am I doing? And then the people have been sending photographs. I could never hold that cat anything but an arm's length. Claws away. That thing drew blood on me at least a dozen times. The person that adopted it, a guy about 6'4" and probably 350 pounds, he picked the cat up, put it right to his chest, and the cat snuggled to him. And I went, oh my God. Oh, and by the way, did you see me doing the impersonation of the auto inspection guy where he's supposed to go like this? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, throw a sticker on it. Yep, throw a sticker on that. That's what they used to do back in the day.
Yeah, right.
You know, they used to do this. But yeah, that shit's pretty funny. Cats are cool, but oh, is that over?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, okay. We didn't get to hear
Yeah,
ASMR.
that was Rebel as ASMR.
Oh, no shit. Oh, yeah, he's done that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He done that. Yeah. I think Memo was scared shit of Rogue.
But
I mean,
his
Huh?
idea of identifying with the inflation market is to talk about the price of going out to eat.
Yeah, but that's all Delulu. That's Delulu talk. He's talking delusional because just like he talks delusional about I'm being stalked and you're ruining my life and blah 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 and on and you're gonna kill me and my mother and on and on. That's just delusional. Like, I mean, Liz, you could talk it. You walk the walk. I walked the walk back in the day. You and I used to go out to eat at nicer places, and now we don't anymore. And you know what I mean? Once in a while. And hey, I had I had surf and turf at a beautiful wedding back a month and a half ago or whatever. That was awesome. And I went up to Boston, dropped off Meme yesterday, and the friend that put the chip in my head to be a volunteer rescue foster person for the rest of my life, she gave me a bunch of food, and I brought it home, and I heated it up, and I ate it, and I was like, yeah, buddy, that was a win. That was a W. Yeah. You know, if you try and be, I guess, cool, not for lack of a better word, but if you try and be chill and you try and put out good positive energies and jujus and vibes, it comes back to you a little bit. Right, Liz?
Yep.
Yeah. And
of course, bad juju and gets you iced out of the dono pool.
can we just look at Taze's comment there, okay?
If my mother acted like Ellen, I would have her committed.
No, the one up above it.
When Ralph told me he was traveling with Pussy, I had something else in mind.
Taze,
Oh my
God. You're getting a knee slap for that one. All right. Taze has been on fire today. He's been the chat comedian. Well, there you go, Mr. STL. That's a good thing. I hope. I ain't never swam in the waters you all swam in. I ain't never done that stuff like
Yeah.
You know, all the hardcore stuff, all the hardcore internet stuff. Oh, now you're just throwing it in my face, Blues. Can't wait for that Sugar Crits Christmas bonus where I'm probably going to get a friggin', what am I going to get, a frozen ham or something? You guys are going to get turkeys? Cut this shit. What do you guys think about unionizing? Huh? What do you think about unionizing? We'll start a union.
Well, Terry's starting the rock club.
Oh yeah, collecting rocks, picking rocks up off the ground.
Yeah.
Or rock and roll.
No, it's in protest to the Scissors gang.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and maybe we should start the paper, rock paper scissors. We'll start a paper union. Oh, Kate Peterson's already in a union. I tried to be in a union. I took the civil service exam. I aced it. I got 100 on it. But all the Vietnam vets got an automatic extra 5 points, so they all got 105. And I didn't get on the fire department like I was hoping to. So I ended up going to be a non-union. What do y'all call scabs? Is that right, Mr. Peterson?
Yeah.
627 Teamsters, gang. Right on. Fuck them fucking Scissor Sister gang. He's 627 gang. I got a lot of my buddies a union. Obviously, being in the Northeast, around Boston, and Providence, and New York, it's a lot of unions. Oh, KT says we can talk about unionized at our next work meeting, aka Connie's. All right. I'll be the guy that looks like this, but I'll be wearing a suit jacket and a much nicer. I won't be wearing a flannel. I'll be wearing a dress shirt, semi-dress. Dress casual is the kind of shirt.
You need to stay back and mind your business. I know you're here for Brad.
Stupid. You gotta concentrate. They both say stupid the same exact, and it's SCHTUUPID. Stupid. I've worked for years at that. Scabs break a union strike. Yeah, well, not often. I mean, thank God we had scabs for the air traffic controllers, right? What was that, back during Reagan? Thank God they had some people in the back pocket that they could throw in those chairs and keep all the planes from crashing. Yeah. I don't know if the Boston taxi drivers are Teamsters, but I think they must be. They all have to get, what do they call them? Medallions? If you get a medallion, that means you own your own cab. That's some good shit. Yeah, right to work is, yep. All my coworkers, they all got prevailing wage because if it had any government money, it was prevailing wage, which is the same as the union rate. Basically, it's a state prevailing wage. So they did good with that stuff. Yeah, I guess you're right. It ends with a T. Stupid. It's like Weymouth. I grew up in Weymouth. It's Weymouth. What's the Google Maps? They pronounce it Weymouth. But those that were born and raised there pronounce it Weymouth. WAYMIT. Weymouth.
Weymouth.
But the T is sort of silent. So it's just like Weymouth. Yeah, having a medallion. My cousin had a medallion. He just passed away. R.I.P. Patrick.
I gotta drop down, but thanks for having me up. And,
all right.
I'll see you guys later.
Will you hey, on your way out, will you see if Hostle's out in the back having a smoke outside the back door and tell her to come on in?
Yeah, I'll check.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Appreciate it. We are, Liz, we have had unprecedented weather up in the Northeast here.
What's it been like?
Saturday, Sunday, today, and tomorrow, anywhere between 63 and 61 tomorrow is the high. So I'm like shorts and sneakers walking around, gym shorts and sneakers. And, but we've been in a drought. We haven't had rain in like 2 months. We've had forest fires everywhere. The woods are burning. the majority of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and eastern New York are all red flag forest fire warnings. And we're supposed to get a little rain on Thursday and Friday, but there's a 20 to about 49% chance that we're going to get that rain. So that's not looking too good. And meanwhile, you guys have been getting dumped on, right? I know Jamie said he was getting a ton of rain. Oh, Silver Diamond, she was getting hail. They've been getting pummeled with hail. Taco, he's getting snow tomorrow. He's up in that upper Midwest. Yeah, well, send it over. I mean, I'd rather you convert it back into rain before it gets here if you could. Yeah, we need always a big plan of go global warming, because that means the mid-Atlantic, that nice weather down around North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, and such comes up to us up in the Northeast, and that's all good, but we need rain. Yep.
Yeah, well, it rained here this morning. It really hasn't been raining lately, though. I mean, it's been dry here,
Yeah.
but it stopped before long.
Yeah. Now, you don't have a ton of forest, right? In Texas? Not a lot of woods?
Well, in parts of Texas, there's woods.
Yeah,
But
West Texas, right?
no,
Now, what about like northeast of Houston? Is that all like woodsy because you're getting up into the away
piney
from the
woods.
Yep. Yeah, it's been bad around here. I mean, knock on wood. Rhode Island's been lucky because Connecticut has had bad fires and they've lost firefighters, 2 or 3 of them. Massachusetts has had hella bad fires. And New York, my kid drove up to Plattsburgh, New York. Way upstate, almost to the Canadian border, last weekend with a friend to pick up a car, and they came back through smoke so bad they couldn't drive on the New York State Thruway because it was coming through the vents, and if you roll your windows down, it came in through the windows, and your eyes start burning.
Thank you for the super chat, Taco.
I am not going to pronounce. First of all, my vision is absolutely gone. Oko Nomowak. Oko Nomowak. How am I doing? Am I close? Taco, now you got to come up here and you got to pronounce it, because either that or send Liz a DM with you, an audio DM pronouncing it. Oko Nomowak. Okay, hang on, Matt. You know how I pronounce it? Yeah, it's Oko Nomowak. Hey, Liz, did I tell you I went to Oklahoma the other day? Oh, Tacos, Yako and Toshi is always so brutal. Nope, not at all. Now, the WOC, I think, is usually WIC, like Manitowic is the big crane and giant dragger company, Manitowic. WOC is usually pronounced WIC, right? Yeah, thank you, Don. I was a little bit close. That's not bad for a fucking uneducated Boston kid, Boston adjacent kid.
Here you go, Taco.
There you go. Is that Dink Link. Now, the Dink Link is only for males. I don't know what you call the other links, but. And the Dink Link is only for dinks, and I'm a dink. We all know this. No surprises. All right. I'm really looking forward to hearing, and then I'm going to work on it. But I also have to bastardize it, right? That's what us Northeasterners do.
Willie, you should never be allowed into Wisconsin with how you pronounce those.
I went to Hurley, Wisconsin, just a couple of years ago, right over the border from Ironwood and Bessemer. All them weed towns up there, up in the Ute. I went to Hurley, Wisconsin. Drove that truck right out there.
Okay, you ready for the pronunciations?
I am.
Okay, the one I typed out was Oconomowoc.
Oconomowoc. Now that's Indian. That's Indian.
Yeah,
That's Indian.
and then the one you said is Manitowoc.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I was trying to...
Manitowick or whatever. That was...
Oconomowoc, yeah. Yep. And again, like you said, man, say it again, the man.
Manitowoc.
Yep, Manitowoc. Now,
All right.
us Northeasterners have to bastardize it and destroy it, right?
Now, Taco, if you know the answer to this one, don't share it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
typing
Willie.
Okay.
Willie.
Oh, I know that. That's Waxahachie, right?
It's Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but you got to remember, you say wax, and we say wax. You know,
In Texas, in North Texas, see, I live just not too far, probably about 30 minutes from Waxahachie. So,
Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
Well, I don't believe anything, Liz, because I told you in 2009 I flew down there to go to that there NASCAR race, right? And I stayed in a small town called Azle, AZL, right? Or is there an E at the end?
AZLE. It's
AZLE.
at the end.
Yeah, I stayed in Azle, and I stayed right on Eagle Mountain Lake.
Yeah,
and there ain't no motherfucking Eagle Mountain anywhere near that lake. All right, there ain't no mountain anywhere around Azle.
Lord Christ! So you've been to DFW, Willie?
I guess I don't know.
Azle's part of DFW.
I carried a backpack on my back, and I had a soft-sided cooler.
Did you find it at Love Field or DFW?
Hey, Daria, check this out. Look at that avatar, huh? Because I'm on the laptop. I know I said that to you a while, but I didn't know if you caught it.
All right.
Milwaukee.
I'm not going to share how to pronounce this one.
Isn't that like Behar? Isn't that like Joy Behar or something?
You got it.
Yeah. That's the only liberal county in Texas because it's Joy Behar's county. All right. How you like that avatar, Daria? Oh, she loves it. Thank you. Yay!
I love.
No.
Let's see if you can pronounce this one.
Oh, is it Bear County?
Willie.
Is it pronounced like bear with the X silent? Is that what it is? Oh my God. See, that's a different part of Texas. That's not my part of Texas.
Well, you want to have fun?
It's pronounced bear.
You want to have fun? Liz, all you have to do is type in the hardest cities and towns names to pronounce in Massachusetts. Type that in and then bring it up on the screen, and you all going to be fucked.
To be fair, I can't say Massachusetts, so.
Well, I call it Massachusetts.
Kind of what I end up pronouncing it as.
I call it the People's Republic of Massachusetts.
Well, that's Cambridge, right next to Boston. Cambridge is a separate city that like MIT is in it and Harvard and what have you. And that's the People's Republic of Cambridge, long before it was the People's Republic of Massachusetts.
All right, kiddo.
Yeah, well, there you go, Beth. What's the first one? How do you pronounce the first one? Taco?
Worcester.
Well, you're close.
Worcester.
But,
Did you see the other two I posted up above yours?
No, I didn't. Oh.
It's pronounced Worcester.
It's Wista. That's right, Liz. Yep. It's Wista. Isn't that right? And Sabby lives in Wista. That's where she's at. It's where I'm at. Nobody says Harvard Yard. Nobody. If you say Harvard Yard, you're fucking queer. All right. Sorry. No disrespect at all. None whatsoever. Yeah, well, Daria, that's because of Indians. Same with Michigan, Wisconsin, and then all of New England, New York, all the way down to Virginia, even down into the Carolinas. And yep. Now, how about the one that KT says? How about that one? The one that KT says just put on there. How about that one, Yako and Toshi?
He is starving.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. He's
Lake
breaking his
Chester?
neck. Huh?
Lancashire?
It is Leicester. Like Leicester the molester. Leicester the molester.
Okay, and even the English pronounce it like that. Like the Earl of Leicester.
Yeah. Hey, Chase, you're like 99. You're batting 99 out of 100, brother. You know, every now and then we have a, yeah. And how about what KT says just put in there? Can you pronounce that?
What? Oops, I forgot your dinner. I gotta go get your dinner.
Yako?
I gotta get your dinner.
I don't know. Shoot.
Meow.
All I'm going to tell you is the C is silence, and I'll try it again.
Towers.
Situate.
Sweet.
Situate.
Sit, like I'm sitting right now.
Yeah.
Situate. Situate.
Okay.
Yep. The C is
So
silent.
the two above, which I loved hearing during the Daryl Brooks trial, no one could pronounce the city it was being held in, and that one is Waukesha.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now
And
this one's
then
great. This one's great that KT says just put in there. That's easy. You got this one right.
the other one was McWanago.
Wow. Now how about the one that KT says just dropped in there?
Situation.
No. You already did Situate.
Oh, I was looking at Savvy Bear. Sorry.
You already did Situate.
Carlisle.
Yep, but to remember, it's Boston, so it's Carlisle.
Carlisle.
Kahlyle. Carlisle.
Didn't you have a basketball player that was Carlisle that was pretty good?
I think so. Yep.
My little limited basketball knowledge.
Yeah, I'm lost down in Louisiana, down where Creole is. I can't pronounce shit from down there. All I can pronounce from down there is crackling.
You just go, don't.
Yamo. Talk like Glenn the Jackrabbit, right?
It's like going up. It's like going up to the UP.
KT says has them all. Look at this one she's got.
Tewksbury.
Pretty close. It's Tewksbury. So it'd be like if it was Tooksberry. Tewksbury.
I mean, all this is doing is reinforcing that the people from Massachusetts are retarded. That's all it really is doing for me.
When it comes to being linguistic, you're 100% right. But then again, like so on Southerners and shit. And look at Taze. Oh, how about Sabby? What Sabby just dropped?
The Mister, Leo Mister. It's not Leo Mister, but
it is Lemonster. Like Lemon, Lemon, Stah, Lemonster. Oh, look at just Mel loves the Lemonster. The drop by Sabby.
Starting to feel like
can we all try to pronounce Sharon, Massachusetts.
I'm starting to feel like you had third graders come up with your city names and how to pronounce them.
Well, it was either Indian or English, so blame the Tonto or friggin' John Alden or whatever, or Richard Smith or whoever they are.
I'd blame the Indians, but you can never find more than one in one place.
Oh, come on, everybody can say Des Moines. Day, S is silent. Moines.
Des Moines.
Yeah.
Oosterville.
Osterville is a beautiful town. Oster. Ostah. Osterville. Oh, here's the best one ever. KT says. Right there.
Methuen.
Really, really close. It's Methuen, but locals pronounce it Methuen. M-E-T, take the H out. Methuen. Savvy's got Methuen. It's Methuen.
Well, that's what I basically said was Methuen.
It's Methuen. It's M-U-T-E-E-N. Methuen. M-U-H-T-U.
Ionian.
Methuen that thing. Methuen that thing.
Ew.
Oh, both S's are silent. All right, so Des Moines. Oh man, look what Darius dropping here. Ash Bawamba Hamba Bamba Bamba. Hustle, you're still getting paid because you showed up in the chat. So get your butt up here now. Come on.
Hey, hustle.
It's Ashwanabom. Or I can't pronounce it.
Roxbury is R-O-X-B-E-R-R-Y, and then it's shortened to the berry. You know, the sweet of the berry. What do they say? The dark of the fruit, the sweet of the berry. Wink, wink. That's Roxbury. Roxbury is the, singular. Uno moin. Uno moin. Hustle. I got it. Singular. Uno moin. No S. I got it. Uno moin. That's how AC would pronounce it.
The further you get north in Wisconsin, where you get closer to the UP, the harder the city start gets pronounced.
Cut it out. Look what Creole just dropped in here. Chichipalapis Street. That's right next to Bayberry Drive.
I call it T Street. It's just T Street to me.
Oh yeah. If you can correctly pronounce the indigenous name for Webster Lake, Massachusetts, then you are a true masshole. That's Chamawamba Banga Hunga Manga Bunga. It's got a hunt. The original that they have at the overpass is what, 126 letters, Sabby? Or the name of that lake. Webster's Lake, India's name is like 126 letters. Those Indians weren't dumb at all.
But
And they played lacrosse for 12 months at a time, all the way from here to Buffalo, New York was their playing field. That was how they became, that was how the Young Bucks became, you're in now, Buck. And KT says just dropped an MONTOGUE. How do you think you would pronounce that?
Up in the UP, it's like Escanaba.
Yep.
Sheboygan when it looks like Sheboygan.
Mm-hmm.
The Mackinac Bridge. Hate that bridge.
I drove right over it. I love it. 5 miles.
I hated that bridge so much. It had that stupid grading instead of road.
Oh, yeah.
So you could actually like see down the like underneath you. I'm like, oh.
I was very sad when I saw Gitchigumi, which is Lake Superior, thinking about the Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah, that's the shortened name. That's only like, what do we got there? 5, 10, 15, 20. The actual name is on an overpass or an underpass, and it's like 100 letters. That's the abbreviated one. Now, isn't it Montauk?
Montague.
Taze has gangbang mass. Where does what's her name? Liliana and Hammy, where's their sister gang town? Where's that? Blame Google. Yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. Gangbang mass isn't. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, well, hey, I got a lot of kinfolk that were born and raised in Dot. The abbreviation for Dorchester, Mass is DOT, and they're called DOTRATS, dot rats. Anybody that was born and raised in Dorchester is a dot rat. Or they're an OFD, originally from Dorchester. Hi, Arcel.
Hey, Willie.
Hey,
Hello, Hassel.
So great to see you. I'm starting to get chilly.
Oh no, you're getting cold.
Also, you're always wondering about the weather, and I already gave the weather report. We had like 70s and 80s all the way through September, which is very unusual for us. And then we had 60s and 70s all through September, and October. And now today it's what? November 17th? Is that right? 18th. And on the 16th, it was 63. And on the 17th, it was 63. And then today was 63. And we're going to have 61 tomorrow on the 19th. And then it's over. It's going to drop down into the normal 50s. But yeah, crazy. I love saying that town right there. KT says, I won't even give him a try. It's pronounced Musquamaget.
Well, I wanted to say I love saying Waukesha. It is one of my favorite cities. Waukesha. And now that I know how to pronounce it, my next one is Worcester, Massachusetts.
It's Worcester, Wistaa. Worcester.
Nope, Worcester.
Yeah. And then Savvy's got Weymouth, my hometown, Weymi, and then just it falls off. Weymouth, Plymouth, Falmouth, Yarmouth. Those are all English. There's a Weymouth, England, a Plymouth, England, a Falmouth, England, and a Yarmouth, England. Taze has periods of light broken up by periods of darkness. Awesome.
Gloomy all day.
I've been on the damn tube for 24 hours straight.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You go another 12 hours, you're going to be crying in your cereal.
No. I already told Liz and Tucci and Tony Tucci was here early. I says, if I just fall off, I'm done. Musquamagat. Yep. And by the way, Native Rhode Islanders pronounce quahog as quahog. Incorrect. Native Rhode Islanders say asphalt instead of asphalt.
You know what state I bet has some wildly spelled places? Oklahoma.
Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of Indians. Yep.
Yeah.
And
we could, get Andrew up here and have him tell us the names.
He can't pronounce it. Are you serious?
He'll say swaller, SWALLER, swaller. That dang fool, he swallowed that shit. Har har har. But I recently learned that asphalt came from England and then worked its way down through the Canadian Maritimes. So it's not Rhode Island is being dopes. It was carried across from England and then translated. But the guys that make asphalt pronounce it ash, ASH, fault, even though it's spelled ASPH. And yeah, there's a lot of all the rivers in Maine. The rivers in Maine are, like Androscoggin and I can't think of any right now because I'm fucking.
Get your glasses on and just. He wants us to remind Glasses Hobo Ralph. It is just me, not
just me. I went and got my eyes checked, and I talked to the place today, and they're gonna have my eyes. They're gonna have my glasses tomorrow, or they're gonna have my 4 eyes tomorrow, or Wednesday or Thursday.
Yay!
And plus, I haven't slept since 9:30 yesterday morning, so I'm working on. I'm working on some.
Are you planning on wearing the glasses all the time, or
no? Hardly ever. It's a tiny little tweak.
Yeah. So when you're driving, will you wear them?
Well, I'm supposed to, but now they're going to give me a card. Well, they're going to mail a card in a sealed envelope to the DMV, and they're going to take it off because he said you don't need, corrective lenses on your license like it is right now. He said you don't need them. You pass the test fine, which I'm happy with. But they're going to give me the anti-glare, so when I'm wearing them at night, it'll be more for all the bright lights because I'm old and all that shit.
So
I do not wash. No. We wash. No, wash is like an upper Midwest, right? Yeah, Brett.
No,
Brett can handle all the main water bodies.
No, upper Midwest does not put the letter R in the word wash. We do not do that.
Well, who does? Somebody does, but it's not us.
Well, Brett removes the R from every word with one. Maybe he puts it in the word wash. I don't know where he puts
the only place New England is using R is Tamper, TAMPER, Florida, FLOR, Florida, DER, Florida, Tamper, Florida. We put the R on where it's not supposed to be. Connie washes his mice. Everyone on panel say roof, roof,
roof, roof,
roof,
roof, roof, roof,
roof. She going to town on that femur. Isn't that a femur? It sure does look like one.
Oh shit! I got the wrong mic on.
She got thrown in there. So, also, you're becoming quite the famous young lady. And you know how I always compliment Liz on her beauty? And also, you are the sweetest cutie patootie, all right? I just had to say, no weirdo, no disrespect, no creep, nothing. You're just the cutest little thing ever, all right? So, and you're in like World War III. They were talking about World War III popping off between Biden and Putin and all that stuff. It's happening right on your channel, right?
Yeah, how's a little drama on there?
Beth Meadows is near Tampa. I used to live near Tampa. I lived in Apollo Beach, Florida.
Can you hear me okay, Liz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not necessarily in World War III. I'm just clipping it and becoming a part of it.
You're having fun. I know, but I'm looking at I'm looking at the cluster
Holy
bombs.
man.
The cluster bombs going back and forth.
Oh
Plus,
yeah.
I picked up 2 bananas today, and now I got a fruit fly in front of the screen.
Well,
God
Willie,
damn.
what they don't know is that I've been there. I've done that. My own community did it all to me, right? I've been there, right? And I knew exactly that they would get there. When I met them, they said, "No, we promise we won't ever dox your information. No, we don't lie. No, that's not us." And holy shit, they're just like us.
Yeah,
They do dox, they do lie, and they are hypocrites. They
yeah.
gatekeep, they gaslight.
Those are all the mans. You know what they are? They're the modern day Tim the Toolman Taylor, because they all go.
Yeah. Yep.
Beth Meadows. I was my own boss working for a very large, like Fortune 500 company when I was down there. And my closest boss was in Boston, Massachusetts. So I used to go to Clearwater Beach for lunch, put my bathing suit on in the pickup truck and jump in.
Nice.
But it's Clearwater, W-A-T-A-H,
You knew
Clearwater.
Boss Man was never going to catch you in that hour lunchtime, didn't you?
No, not being 2,500 miles away, no. And it was just at the beginning of the big bag phones. The big, you could either, it plugged into the receiver inside the vehicle, but then you could take it out and put it in the pocketbook and carry it over your shoulder like it was the football coming out of the White House. What did I have? Tico or something? You know where I was? I was right by that. Well, you know where Apollo Beach is, right where that giant power plant is. Right where all the manatees are. There's a manatee viewing station was right by my house. I had manatees. I lived on a canal, and I had a dock and a boat there and everything. I had manatees come right up to my dock. I had dolphins come up to my dock. We used to take my inflatable out, a 10-foot inflatable, like a Jacques Cousteau boat, you know, and would have thousands of rays that would probably be about 36 to 40 inches across and, you know, like the size of a dinette table. Thousands of them would just be flying underwater, their wings flapping. Mm-hmm. Awesome. And the bioluminescence, is that what it's called, where it makes it all green at night?
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually living creatures, but it makes it all fluorescent green. Oh, my God. We used to have so much fun. 120 feet. Are you talking about diving? I can't dive because of my sinuses. Never could. We want to see Ralph in a swimsuit. He said, no one ever.
What do you mean you couldn't dive because your sinuses? How does your sinuses get involved in diving? The pressure?
Yeah, you have to have good, healthy sinuses in order to dive. Because when I went down like 10, 12 feet, it would be like my head was splitting open.
I gotcha now. Okay.
Yeah, so I have unhealthy sinuses.
Just a second.
Probably from all that cocaine.
Wait a minute. Liz is saying, back it up. Whoa up, as they say in NASCAR. Whoa up.
I'm going to put my banner up. Hold up.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Hassel, I have to tell you something. You know what I realized recently?
You realize the real authority check has keys.
Oh,
oh shit.
And he's been working too much lately, so he's a playful Mr. Authority check. You know, he's been working like a motherfucker, but boy, I tell you, the minute he's off the clock, he's rubbing his hands together like, all right, time to play. Well, everybody's taken care of. All the white women's are taken care of. All the chillins, all the ankle biters are taken care of. All the bills are played. All right, it's time to play.
like Blue said, you know, some of us have to work, so some of us can. How did Blues put it? Lay around 69 and all day.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Meep.
I'm what's
is that Prime?
What?
Don't count on it.
Well, I hope he gives us a because Rada's the hero.
They're gone now.
Rada's the hero of the day.
Remember, we had
yesterday, anyways.
We had good Prime and bad Prime,
and into this morning. What's
happening?
Tell
me, what did Rada do?
Huh?
What did Rada do that he's what did he do that pissed
He's a hero? Well, first he pawn bombed Kane Kathis.
Okay.
He pawn bombed him, and Rada did it like I would have done a pawn bomb. He did the audio
in
10
person.
seconds before, and it went, and everybody was just silence. And then before Kane could ever say anything, Ryder went, "What was that? What'd you just play?" And Kane said, "It wasn't me." And then all of a sudden, Ryder threw it up there. And then he derailed. Before he did that, he derailed Kane's show for a good solid hour. Just threw bunches of wrenches into the gears, and everything was just grinding up and mashing up. And afterwards, all of Kane's friends went up and said the 27 things that he did wrong and how he shouldn't have done it. The reason why I'm a field reporter. I like to walk around in the real world and feel the air and the sun and get my vitamin D. I'm not doing any of this. That's why I'm scared of Liz and all you people that have channels and stuff, all the ladies, all the gals with channels. I'm scared of them. And then
I'm clipping that right there.
And then after that, I think Ryder took a 2-hour nap, and then he went live at like 1 a.m. until 4 a.m. and just gloated. And he had like 50, 60, 70 people in there. And he basically went over. It was like, okay, let's go over and see what we did right and wrong. And it was just hysterical. So Ryder's a national hero as of last evening and early this morning.
We're about to have a cold front come through here.
How cold?
Oh, shit.
In the low 40s.
Oh boy, that's up here temperatures.
And
Tobers knows it. We're just hanging out, reading the chat.
There you go.
He's reading the chat. So if you guys hear, you say, "What a dumbass." That's Tobers.
I haven't had that. I haven't had that young man grow on me as of yet.
Who told
Yeah, right now we have 48 degrees. That's why I was a little chilly out there, because it was 62 a couple hours earlier. But we're only going down to 41, 40. 40 at 6, 7 a.m., 40 degrees. And then back up to, we're only going to 54 tomorrow. All right. Indian summer is officially over. Done, departed.
What do you mean? 54 is an Indian summer, in my opinion.
No, 60s and 70s is Indian summer.
Hello,
Beth Meadows. I'm Chile Willie, otherwise known. Everybody remembers Shannon, right? She was the first one that got eaten in the pot at the settlement. Get in the pot. Shannon. Everybody remember Shannon Street Walker?
No.
She used to call me Silly Willie. So it was Sillay, Willie, Silly Willie. And we were also Bonnie and Clyde. So I was her Bonnie. I mean, I was her Clyde, and she was my Bonnie. No, we were not transgendering. Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, there's been a few times where we could do some Thanksgiving outside or throwing the football all around in T-shirts and such. But, yeah, I think we're done with the 60s. What do we got? 50-something tomorrow, 50, 50, 50. And then, yeah, mostly 50s. Oh, it looks like a nice day next Tuesday. 55, mostly sunny. I like that. I'd rather it be cooler when I have to work, because I don't want to be working up a sweat, right?
Snuggle kitty.
Well, I'm wearing my suit jacket and my casual dress shirt.
Court? What?
Well, I got to do my my senior citizen
on the ground.
My senior citizen freelance journalism work.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. And strictly for comedy and because I find that stuff interesting. That's all. It's 50% comedy, 50% it interests me. And the peoples want to knows, right? Do the peoples want to knows?
Always.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're here for the story, man.
Right. Tay says, just me for prime growing on you. Four-wheel drive is always nice. I'm team global warming. So that mid-Atlantic will come right up into New England and boom, we're all set. We haven't shoveled in. I think we broke Buffalo's snow record like 5 or 6 years ago. But then since then, we haven't had hardly anything. I got one of them Bobcat skid steer loaders out in the yard there that I haven't used in years.
Well, now you're just using big words there.
What's that, a Bobcat skid steer loader?
Yeah, I heard cat.
I only say use because my cousin Vinny is one of my favorite movies. I say use and utes just because of that. I mean, I will say use guys, but that's more of me ranking on a New Yorker or a New Jerseyan. Hey, use guys. Say the waitress. I worked down in Jersey for decades, but we'd get out on Monday, get out on Sunday night at midnight, and come back Friday at 3:00. But the waitress would be hanging over in the diner, with half of this would be ash hanging over your bacon and eggs. You guys want more coffee? That was being a female. You guys want me to top you off? And meanwhile, the ashes are falling into your eggs, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. Because we all smoke. So
this one has been really, really docile tonight.
That's
Because
awesome.
of the cooler weather, you think, or
Hey, I'm thinking about something, and I'm scared of the women's, and maybe Tober's might be scared of my deep voice going, Mama, I'm scared of that man right there.
You know what? You know what Tonic said? Tonic said that he is definitely a woman's cat.
Yeah. And the same like I got, Hustle. I drove Mema, the black cat, got adopted, drove it up near Boston yesterday.
Aw, congratulations. And
Congratulations, because Mema did not get along with me, but I think it was because of her.
Oh, don't blame Rogue.
And Mema was scared shitless of that very large 60-pound animal right there. You're the prettiest girl in the whole wide world. Oh, look what she did. She's so proud of herself. Look what she did. She broke that knuckle off of there.
Come on.
She's getting inside to the marrow. She is in seventh heaven.
My son owns a cat, a female cat, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You made me just think of what's the Julie Andrews movie with the doe a deer, a female deer? You just
Sound of Music.
Yeah, Sound of Music. Yes. When you just said a cat, a female cat, and a
along
I'm sorry, and I just
when you know the notes you sing, you can sing most anything.
My sisters all did that play when we used to be parishioners at Our Lady of Go Fuck Yourself. So I used to have to listen to that nonstop. Edelweiss. I remember Edelweiss.
Sing it.
Yeah. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, I don't know any of the words. She's like, is it playtime? Look at her. She's all up and excited. She busted that bone. She's like, where are we going? What are we doing? Come on, we're going to party?
Oh, because you sang? Because he was singing?
Look at that butt. She got a cute butt. You can see how that butt swaggers when she walks. Ooh, she got a babonk.
Well,
hold on. Willie's got a message from Brett in the chat.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I'm in trouble. Boss man's here. If that dog's at 7-7, that means he's getting the fuck out of Jesus. That's my boyfriend making that statement in the chat there, young lady. Yeah, he's her favorite male. She thinks that that's her boyfriend. She thinks, look at her. She's playing coy there, playing hard to get behind the couch cushion, which she's just about ripped off. And look at her. And she's playing the shy looking away thing. Yeah, that's your buddy Brett. Yeah, the one that says slam pigs and stuff. Yeah, your boyfriend. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Willie, do you have any grandkids?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, I was going to say that's how grandparents talk about their grandchildren.
Oh yeah, no, I'm an animal dad all day long. Fuck humans. I'll take care of the animals and preferably dogs. I mean, I had a great cat dog once, but I like the kind of cats where you open the door, they go out, they come back hours or days later. Hey, what's up, dude? You know, that's the kind of cat I like. And Savvy still goes to Our Lady of Go Fuck Yourself. That's cool. You might see my sisters there on occasion, Savvy. Maybe. Yeah, I was stuck with all that fucking parochial school upping. Look at him. He said, "Look it up, son." I'm not kidding. I ain't no. I'm gonna channel my inner Brett right now. No, I ain't looking up shit, boo. I ain't looking up fucking nothing. Nope, not gonna do it.
Well, I dropped Brett's link there for later on. I always encourage y'all to read the description of Brett's lives. They
I
are
read
always
everyone religiously. I'm probably the only person that's read everyone since episode 1 of Brett's After Party. All right. We're going outside. That's a good girl.
I'm going to quote him. You sure got a lot to spew out of y'all's suck boxes. So my turn.
Hell yeah. Praise Dale, raise hell. I only say that because ASMR used to say it, but he doesn't come around and say it anymore. So that's some funny shit right there, I tell you. I tell you. Yeah, so that's all my new pro bono, keeping me busy job as a sin.
Oh, that's right.
You know, you were talking about grandkids. I got to brag on mine for a minute.
Please do.
Brag away.
So my daughter, she was playing the radio in the car, and Minnie Ripperton's "Loving You."
Oh wow! With the
was
Tweety bird
on the radio.
With the Tweety bird.
Well, the next thing I know, my daughter is telling me, she said, "Oh, I wish you could have heard her." She said she was going around the house going, "Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la," and then she could do it. She was going do 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 do, and she did it for me yesterday when I went to my ex-husband's parents.
Fucking awesome.
She did it for me, and I mean, my eyes got big. We've got a soprano on our hands, a real one. She's got a whistle register.
That's awesome. That is very cool.
You got to get that clip. That would be awesome to see. And that would go crazy if you put it on social media, I'll tell you right now. But
what, a 6-year-old being able to sing that note? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking.
TikTok, I mean, even though it's China, but TikTok is all families and moms and dads and kids, and then they're all getting millions of views and they're banging it. And what about Instagram? That's half Facebook, so that's cool, right? I mean, at least that's American owned.
So my granddaughter is the 3rd generation Beth Meadows. She is the 3rd generation of the female voices. My brother also can sing too. But for the women, she's the 3rd generation. Now my daughter is opera trained, and she made a tough choice. She said, "I want to be a mom so much more than I want to be an opera singer. And I know that my health will never allow me to do both."
Yep. Well, that's where the universe picks for you, and she's a fantastic mom, and that's that. I'm a 3rd generation Hapatod dunce.
Connie's the 3rd generation grifter.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Oh, Beth Meadows. Oops, just missed something. Hope you didn't get hurt.
Well, yeah, my daughter in between me and the granddaughter. So, yeah, but my daughter and I are both lower voices. We're both mezzo sopranos. But the granddaughter, wow, she's got this little bell-like. Yeah, I never sounded like that.
I got hooked off a karaoke stage with a gigantic wooden hook like the old Gong Show, like Chuck Barris used to have. And I was singing Inagata Davida by Iron Butterfly.
it has become a bit of a tradition. My son-in-law said, "Well, what if she doesn't want to sing?" I said, "She'll want to." She said, "Well, what if she's tone deaf like me?" And I just said, "No grandbaby of mine is going to be tone deaf."
That's the Texas mama right there. That's the Texas mama. That's like Mama Ewing from the old Dallas days.
Hearing that, Liz, I'm a terrible singer, and looking back on the generations, they were terrible singers too. So you are right about that.
Savvy Bear, I learned that today. Look at Sugar, a pillow princess.
Hello, princess.
I'm scared of you, Sugar.
God damn, Sugar Crits.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Chuck Barris, but Chuck Barris had fun. He was the greatest showman to ever live. All right, next to P.T. Barnum, I guess.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to Urban Dictionary that pillow princess, Sugar Crits. I hope I won't be disappointed.
She doesn't like to get punched in the down there. She doesn't like the rough stuff. She doesn't like the rough stuff. Wants it all to be pretty and don't mess up. I just put lotion on my face. I just put my mask on. Blah blah blah. I'm just guessing. Am I close? Am I right? Yeah. See, it's true. All right. It's true. It's true. It's true.
I got it.
I think what Sugar Crits meant was that she liked to just lay back there on the pillow.
Right.
She didn't believe in that it's better to give than to receive.
They named streets after her, huh? They named streets after her one way. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. We touched a lot of grass today.
Yeah.
Yep. Had the phone going, had the leash and Rogue. We walked a mile with Jamie. Here, we can touch some green. Here's some arborvitaes for everybody.
And Jamie got his Christmas tree up.
What's that?
And Jamie got his tree up.
Oh, yeah. I know he got the donations for that the other night.
Yep. It's gorgeous. Yep. And he's already close to 500 on the AT-AT, down to 500.
What's the 500 for? What's that one?
The AT-AT.
What's an AT-AT?
AT-AT is a machine.
The AT-AT walker, the Lego set that.
Okay. Yeah. The one that he's had for maybe.
Yeah, he started at like 900 or close to 900. And he's down to 6 and change.
Yep.
So he's getting
is he hashtagging Legos on all them lives? He should be.
I don't think so, because he wanted the freedom to say whatever the fuck he wants to say. So I think a lot of people mentioned that to him in the beginning. You should be hashtagging blah, blah, blah. And he said, nah, I'm fucking doing my own shit.
Yeah, but Legos will draw on the Lego people who's going to love to see that as well. So
yeah, they're going to censor him. They're going to censor him. And all of us fucking weirdos around him.
Only censor by not donating. I mean, so they don't donate. But what about the ones that will donate? I'm just saying, don't count them out. They're not all, snowflakes.
Sugar Crits, you're making me think of the there was a group of lesbian iron workers back in the late 70s, early 80s in Boston, and they took over a dive bar, and made it their own. But they were like, yeah, come on in, guys. We want customers. And they had the most filthiest, most blasphemous mouth than you could ever imagine while they were having a couple after work. Fantastic for your ego. So you can imagine what they were like when they got to the ego zone. Yeah, they were crazy. I saw Junior Guitar Johnson, a black man from down south, do the down on your knees chicken hawk, going down walking on top of the bar, kicking over beers, going plucking his guitar. Fucking amazing. That was in the late 70s, and he was like 80 years old at the time. He was one of the originators of rock and roll. Yeah, got to explain that one to the devil. Yeah, well, when you get to the gates of hell, the devil's going to go, nope, I already heard. I watched Liz's show that night. You don't have, just keep moving along. Don't want it. Nope, don't want to hear it. I just did the devil for you, so now we know how that's going to go. Sugar Crits is, except for one Beth Meadows laughing, Sugar Crits is taking over the chat like Abe does over at Connie's. Well, she is a mogul, a media mogul. She's got Sugar Crits Amalgamated Incorporated. Beth Meadows, I'm telling Satan, he already knows. He knows right now. I pointed like that. He's watching.
Willie, you need to be the boots on the ground, but on the YouTube screens where you're saying who's Sugar Crits and interviewing people, and we'd be like, Sugar Crits?
Yeah.
I don't know who Sugar Crits is, but Sugar
Like that
Crits
wild
does.
gay guy in Manhattan, Billy on the streets. Yeah,
Sugar Crits
running
does
around,
ads
putting
where
the microphone up to everybody. Hey, do you know who Sugar Crits is?
I've heard of Sugar Crits.
Yeah. Yeah. Terry is teaching you to be an influencer. Remember when Terry was an influencer and he had it all, the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitter. He used to drop it every night, every day, every night. He would just would be boom, we'd have all the logos bouncing off us like crazy. He was crazy.
No,
But
I
you know what
remember
life is? We talked earlier. Life is a roller coaster ride.
Is it going to be called Sugar Crits? That sounds more like a breakfast cereal, if you ask me.
Sugar Smittens.
I think Hustle's already on Sugar Crits payroll.
I am. Remember, I was gonna send Connie some money, and Crit said, "No, no, no. Let me pay you, not to pay him." And I said, "Okay." And voila, my money was doubled all of a sudden. I was like, "Wow, I like this."
Last I heard, according to Sugar Crits, my
Sugar
direct
Crits
deposit form didn't go through, and my direct deposit is broken, and my mailbox is not correctly mounted or something. So
Well, I told you not to fuck with Big Mama, like
Yeah.
you did. You thought sweeping them floors and washing them dishes was gonna get you
That's
out
all
of
right.
trouble.
I mean, my number one loyalty is to SIN, the Settlement Investigative Independent Network News. But I'm also got that freelance in there, senior citizen freelance journalist. So I've got the freelance. So I'm doing some side gigs. I got some under the table stuff going on. A couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there. I watch The Sopranos. I know how to do it. I know how to make collections.
Yeah, still working for Chippendales on the weekend, right?
No, I was before those days. I was Fred Garvin, male prostitute, at your service, man. That was one of my favorite characters. Who was that? Dan Aykroyd? I wish I had that suit jacket. I wish I had that suit. I should go to the what? Yeah, I should go to the thrift store tomorrow and get a Fred Garvin suit jacket for next week.
Yep.
I should definitely do that. I should do that. Hey, Rogue, you're not going to have any dog food next week. Sorry.
Oh no, he's gonna go to the thrift store and buy a jacket instead. What's your cash app, Blake?
It's going to have a pallet of cash. It's going to be like Breaking Bad. I'm going to be inside. I'm going to be like the black guy laying on top of it. Oh. And all right, I can do some Breaking Bad moments. The Golden Banana, I just drove by it. Actually, I was live with what's his name? Oh, Rogue's buddy from Australia. Oh, Spud Lee. Hustle, you remember Spud Lee?
No.
Oh, yeah, Spud Lee. Spudlee. Spud Lee. One of Rogue's, like, real life. They spent real life time together. The Golden Banana is still there. It's still rocking and rolling. And I think they got ladies night, where the fellas get up there and shake their booties. Yeah, the Fuzzy Grape in Worcester. Yeah, Massachusetts. The Intermission Lounge is still across the street from the Golden Banana. That's a dive strip joint. That is a dive strip joint. Yeah, Chris remembers.
You've heard, right?
Oh, no. First-hand experience. That is a dive. You walk in there and you can barely pick up your feet because they stick to the floor. It is. And that's just spilled drinks, all right? That's not bodily fluids, all right? That shit's against the law. So, yep. And then there was one right around Revere, somewhere near the Rotary. I forget. I can't remember shit. I got CRS real bad.
Break down the CRS. What is that?
Can't remember shit.
Oh, there you
I
go.
can't remember shit. And I can't talk to you guys and do the chat. And when I'm not on panel, I have to either pick chat or audio. I can't do both. I can do 100% chat, 10% audio. That's about it. 10, 20%. So yeah. Them damn East Coast peeps, some buck wild. I mean, I know they got buck wild down in Tejas, but they got some buck wild up in the Northeast here too. Spud Lee. He's the best rogue radio DJ on the planet. He plays the most amazing music, and you don't have to go into chat or anything. Sugar just dropped his link. Give him a sub, a prescription. Give him a prescription. Give him a like, and he plays the fucking coolest, funkiest, funniest music you can ever imagine. The Squires, thank you very much, Joe Samuel. The Squires Lounge. We used to go in there and have lunch every time we got rained out when we were working outside. Thank you, Joe Sandwiches. The Squire Lounge. I don't know if it's still there. I mean, the Banana's still there. The Intermission Lounge is still there. I'm guessing the Squire got squeezed out probably, but the Squire's Lounge is crazy. And we used to go in there. We got rained out so often. We'd go in there, and all the girls would run off the stage and say, call us by name. Willie, hey, Timmy, hey, Bobby, hey. And that was some crazy. Look at Beth Meadows. My friend's husband used to live there. Probably knew him. Why do you know the Squire, Joey Sandwiches? Because it was a strip joint. And Massachusetts was 100%. There it is.
Went there for lunch.
Well, you sort of like you were a bit squeamish when you went. Is this food? They didn't put out anything nice. All right, it's still there. Oh, I'm gonna have to go up. I have to go up to Bunghole Liquors to pick up some merch. So I might have to stop into the old Squires. But then again, I cannot, because the last time I was in a strip joint was 20 years ago. And guess what? At 46 years old, you're too old for a strip joint. Because I got 20-year-olds like giving you a shoulder shot when they're walking by going, hey, I'm the toughest guy here. And I went, yeah, I'm never doing this again. I mean, I'll go down to Daytona Beach to an outside bar where they have a wet t-shirt contest, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm not going in no strip joints ever again in my life, probably. Unless I do some traveling down south.
Because you've been trespassed from the mall, or?
No. I mean, we were thrown out on occasion, but not trespass. Yeah. Well, the metal plate in my head is going to be a problem with that, Joe, the metal detector. So we have a college friend paid for her tuition working in the combat zone. The combat zone was crazy. They created the combat zone, an adult entertainment district, in the early to mid to late 60s. And then it was just all like 6 blocks of just nothing but adult entertainment. And then all of a sudden, somewhere around the late 80s, early to mid 90s, the city of Boston government went, whoa. And now it's 100% gone, except for like a Hooters and maybe one upscale gentleman's lounge. You pass it coming home from Logan Airport, near a Rotary. But then again, in that era of Logan and Revere and Chelsea, there's like 90 Rotaries. So which one?
Logan Airport, that's where El Sancho picked up Andrew, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Either that or it might have been TF Green in Providence. But it's all gone now. Yeah. The zone is gone. The zone is gone. I like gay bars as long as it's lesbian gay bars, because I don't like being ogled. I'm a bear. I'm a hairy bear. I get scared. I get scared of the gay guys as much as I do you girls. Mm-hmm.
I've only been to them a couple times. That's been years and years ago, but living a sheltered life in a small community, a gay bar is where I realized for the first time that homosexuality was true. I just thought it was a myth.
Yeah.
I was naive and didn't.
I mean, I saw gay guys take over bars and make them gay bars back in the 70s.
There was just kissing, but it was just my first, I had been in a sheltered life, and you'd only heard stuff like that up until that point, and just never thought it was true. And I was like, okay, this is a real thing.
We came out for a 5-minute cigarette, and 30 minutes later, she's like, "Hey, asshole, are we going to go back into the warmth or what?" He was like, "We live out here now." Yeah, but you got to remember, back in those days, in the late 70s, it was all like scary village people, gay guys, you know?
Well, that was the only thing I think that was seen on the media for people, in the Midwest to see it
Yeah,
or
it
whatever.
was like Freddie Mercury kind of shit and stuff.
Mhm.
Fixable,
Yeah.
fixable, yo, what's up, my meme? I can't say it. I can't say it. I gotta say meme. I'm doing all right, my brother. I didn't get to look at that top secret thing we were discussing, but that's all right. Everybody's okay.
Remember,
Top
Fixa,
secret.
you don't have to go back to Haiti until Trump actually deports you.
It's Hawaii. It's Hawaii. He's a Hawaiian sweet roll. He's but you know what? I saw a lot of his relatives that they're leaving the country and going to Hawaii. So they're leaving the United States and going to Hawaii.
Whose relatives?
Fix's relatives, Hawaiian people that are on the mainland.
Mhm.
And after January 20th, they're leaving the United States and going internationally to live in Hawaii.
Internationally, huh?
Yep. Right? Bro, give me the N word. I'm a fan of the meme. Plus, I just gave up a meme.
I'm gonna make some voodoo dolls of y'all. I've been teasing him about that ever since Trump got reelected. I was like, all right, back to Haiti.
Well, I have a blue Crip voodoo doll. I mean, Brett and Silver Diamond have the cooler blood. You know, they got the red blood. I got the blue Crip. So I do have a voodoo doll, as long as it's as cool as the voodoo doll I own, which is currently out in the vehicle. He likes to go for rides. I like to take him to rides. See, Jamie's got it. Just me. There's no L there. There's no just Mel, right? See, I got Jamie to say it right. Just me. Hello, Jamie. Jamie, I'm now on like 26 hours of being on YouTube for the most part. I mean, I took some half hour, 2-hour breaks here and there, but.
Well, I am going to wrap this up. I've been live almost 2.5 hours. And shout out to the hard R.
And if everybody knows, like 24 hours at Sebring, the racetrack down at Sebring, Florida, Liz, you just brought me to the finish line with the 26 hours of memes on YouTube. So
hey, you go to bed.
Thank you very much. Well, no, you guys said the magic words. You said settlement is going to be on. So
yeah, Brett's going to be live.
Does he already have it? Is the link already pinned?
Oh, well, we dropped the link for the live. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Excuse me, Miss. Everybody wants to say goodnight. Miss, come here. Say goodnight to everybody. Say goodnight up here. Say goodnight. Oh, for crying out loud. Say goodnight, boo-boo. Boo-boo. Say goodnight. She's looking for that chunk, which I hid because I don't want her to have it, that thing that's like the size of a pack of cigarettes. Although she's smart. I've seen her. Are you looking for this? And you ladies want to have a bite of that?
No.
Or should I save it for my foster kid? Come here. Hey, you looking for this? Okay, Liz has to wrap it up, so I have to say goodbye. All right? Okay.
I'm going to see. I'm dropping Brett's link in the chat.
There you go. Okay, Savvy Bear said, night-night, Rogue. Night-night, Rogue. All right. Until next time, just me, Noel, exclamation mark.
Huh?
All right. Well, you know, my parting words are always going to be, okay, bye.
Night, Willie. All right, Liz, nice talking to you. We're down one day of the week, so thanks for having a live.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll be back later in the week.
Yep. Talk to you later, and bye, chat.
I wanted to thank everybody for coming. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Thanks again for listening to us prattle for a couple hours. And let's see. We'll came up. I've got Tobers in my lap. You can see him one more time. Here he is. Pretty kitty face. Meow. He says meow. So, thanks for hanging out with me this evening, and I'll see you guys later in the week. Thanks for coming by. Good night.